What's up, everyone? Today we're unboxing the T4E HDP 50, a 50 caliber CO2 powered pistol designed for self-defense and training. We're going to take a first look at what's inside the box, check out the build quality, and go over some key features. So let's check this bad boy out and see what we're working with. Alright guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to follow up on a T4E line. We're going to unbox the T4E HDP 50. Yes, I'm back on the T4E. Now, this one right here costs about $149, so it's cost effective. The last three videos I was trying to get into more NOWs that you could afford, or if you're not looking to spend a lot of money on it. These are viable options. This is from Defense Innovation. This is a Gen 3. Box says Gen 2, but I assure you it's a Gen 3, 13 joules out of the box. So that's fantastic. Now, with enough said, let's open this bad boy up and see what it looks like. Alright, so in the box itself right here, you have a little leaflet, T4E guns. You have your little notice here that if there's any kind of malfunctions while it's under warranty, you send it back to the factory, not to the retailer. And you have your instruction manual. Now, it has a nice little size to it and looks pretty detailed. I like this one. Basic operation. Alright, now, in the box, it does look nice. It really does. Resembles a live firearm. Now they do make these with the orange slide for those of you who want, you know, a weapon that can be more visual to authorities if you have to use one. But I will be doing another video of the tactics you could use and the basic common sense if you have to use a NOW or any weapon for that matter. Live firearm or a NOW. What you should or shouldn't do, in my opinion, when the authorities get there. So they do make these in other colors. All right. That being said, dual polymer, well made. It's about 1.5 pounds. I'm sorry, I stuttered there. 1.5 pounds. It has a safety in the trigger, similar to the other T4E sidearms, and it's nice. You load it. If you see, there's your little opening right there and your little slide. That's where you load it. We'll load it and put a CO2 in it, which, by the way, does take a 12-gram CO2. Pretty nice. Now, being a Gen 3, it has an upgraded sights. These are fiber optic sights. It's a nice little touch to it. It's a non-blowback, which you really don't want to blow back anyway because blowback's basically going to use extra CO2 that could be utilized for power. So that's nice. Okay, now it does have a quick piercing mechanism. That seems to be sort of the standard now for these. So this one here, what I like about it is when you have excess CO2 after you finish firing, you just twist it. You don't have to unscrew it halfway out, and what it does is it releases excess CO2. If you notice, when you do unscrew them halfway out, the CO2 is so cold, it almost feels like freezer burn. So let's go ahead and load this up. Now, the way you load it, you put the back end first of the CO2 cartridge. I just say butt end. And you screw this in. Now, being quick piercing, when it's ready to be utilized, you just lightly hit it, it pierces the cartridge, and you're ready to fire. It can remain in here indefinitely as long as it's not pierced. Okay? So, nice touch. Like I said, it seems to be the standard on it. And it feels real well built. The handle has like a light texture to it. It's not as gritty as a salt supply, but it does have, you know, it has a little grip to it, so it's easy to handle. Very easy to use, as with most T4E weapons. So there's nothing hard about it. So if you're just looking for something you could load and go, this is a good option. Now, 50 cal. Once again, I'd rather choose a 68 caliber if I'm using it for defense. However, 50 cals with enough power, they're a viable option. But let's load it up so I can show you how to load it real quick. These are my 50 cals. Now, if you notice, it has a little knob right there. What you do is you slide it back, and it has a little groove. Pulls the slide down, and you just drop your 50 cals in there like that, which, by the way, it does hold 6 rounds in here. So just drop them in. I'll just load 2 more just for show. Now when you're done loading it, pop it back, tightens up, holds them in place, and now it's loaded and ready for action. Now, this would be good for training. If you're doing any kind of training ops, it's perfect. It's good for self-defense. Like I said, it's a viable option provided you use the correct munitions. So you're just not going to slap a 2-gram rubber ball in there and think you're going to do anything. You have to have the proper munitions for, you know, being 50 cal, because it's lighter. Okay, for training ops and self-defense, honestly, I give this a thumbs up. I think it's a viable option, and I think training would be perfect for this thing. Yep. Now in the package, you really don't get much. All you get is this little, looks like a little squeegee for the barrel for cleaning. I haven't, first time seeing one like this, but that's about it. Other than that, this thing is very easy to use. Lightweight, 1.5 pounds again, I'm reiterating it. And it does have a Picatinny rail, by the way, before I forget. So you could put any kind of optics on it, sort of like a laser or light. You do have the option to put it there. So it's a nice weapon. It's a nice NOW. And for YouTube, no, there are no live firearms on this channel. We'll be creating another channel that does, though. But this one, strictly non-lethal, non-firing arms. I just had to get that out there. So, once again, if you're new to this, if you're not new to this, this is worth checking out, especially at that price point. And with that being said, I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. It'll help the channel out. And we'll go from there. I will be doing a shooting video with this also. As you can see, my protocol, I'm just basically getting this all out there as far as the reviews go. And the next phase will be a lot of shooting. And we're going to have some fun. So I'm going to listen to my wife for once. Alright guys, you stay safe.